Welcome to Insight from Above. Today we uncover the untold story of Bathsheba, the woman often remembered for her relationship with King David, but whose story goes much deeper than scandal. She was a woman of resilience, wisdom, and destiny, often overshadowed by the actions of those around her. Bathsheba's life is a testament to God's power to restore and redeem. Her story is one of sorrow and triumph, a journey from being a victim of circumstance to becoming one of the most powerful women in Israel's history. Many know of David's sin, but few truly appreciate Bathsheba's strength, intelligence, and crucial role in biblical history. She was more than just the wife of a king. She was the mother of Solomon, the queen mother, and a key figure in God's divine plan. Stay with us as we explore her journey, from sorrow to sovereignty, from loss to legacy. Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam and the wife of Uriah the Hittite, was a woman of noble birth. She lived in Jerusalem, where her husband Uriah served as a valiant warrior in King David's army. Uriah was known for his loyalty, discipline, and unwavering dedication to the king. One evening, while Jerusalem rested under the golden hues of dusk, Bathsheba followed the customary cleansing ritual of the time. From his palace rooftop, King David's gaze fell upon her. She was beautiful, graceful, and dignified, unaware that the king himself was watching. David's curiosity turned into desire. Overcome by temptation, he sent messengers to summon her. In those times, the word of a king was law, and refusing his request was nearly impossible. When Bathsheba entered the palace, she could not have foreseen how this encounter would alter her destiny forever. What happened next was tragic. Bathsheba became pregnant, and David, in an attempt to conceal his wrongdoing, orchestrated the death of her husband Uriah. But how did he do it? First, David recalled Uriah from the battlefield under the guise of seeking a war report. He urged Uriah to go home to his wife, hoping that he would sleep with Bathsheba and believe the child to be his. But Uriah, loyal to his fellow soldiers and to God, refused to indulge in personal comforts while his comrades were still at war. He slept at the entrance of the king's palace instead. Frustrated, David devised a darker plan. He wrote a letter to his military commander, Joab, instructing him to place Uriah in the fiercest part of the battle and then withdraw the troops so that Uriah would be struck down. The tragic irony. Uriah carried his own death warrant, unaware of its contents. As planned, Uriah was slain in battle. The news reached Bathsheba, and she mourned the loss of her husband. Soon after, David took her as his wife, but their actions did not go unnoticed. God sent the prophet Nathan to confront David with a parable of injustice, exposing the king's sin. As a consequence, the child born from their union fell gravely ill, and despite David's fasting and prayers, did not survive. Bathsheba was left to grieve yet again, this time both as a widow and a bereaved mother. Despite her sorrow, Bathsheba's story was far from over. She endured the pain of loss, but was never forsaken by God. In time, she bore another son, Solomon. Unlike any other child, he was chosen by God and destined for greatness. Bathsheba found comfort in God's favor, and her role within the palace changed. No longer just another wife of the king, she was now a mother to Israel's future ruler. With the wisdom that came from her trials, she became a guiding force in Solomon's early life, ensuring that he was raised with the knowledge of God's laws and the responsibilities of leadership. As Solomon grew, Bathsheba's influence continued to expand. She carried herself with quiet strength, aware of the political intrigue within the royal court. When David was old and frail, Bathsheba played a crucial role in securing Solomon's succession. With the guidance of the prophet Nathan, she approached the king to remind him of his promise that Solomon would rule after him. Her courage and tact ensured that the throne did not fall into the hands of rival factions. Through her resilience, Bathsheba transformed from a woman caught in scandal to one of the most powerful figures in the kingdom. Proof that God can redeem even the most broken circumstances and turn them into a testimony of his divine plan. Many overlook Bathsheba's later years, but she was not merely a passive figure in history. She actively advocated for her son and played a role in royal affairs. As the queen mother, she held a position of great honor and authority. Unlike the other wives of David, Bathsheba commanded deep respect in the royal court, often consulted for her wisdom. One of the most striking moments of her influence is recorded in 1 Kings 2 verse 19. When Bathsheba approached King Solomon, he did not simply acknowledge her. He stood to greet her, bowed before her, and then had a throne placed at his right hand, the seat of highest honor. This act was unprecedented, highlighting the reverence Solomon had for his mother and the significant role she played in his reign. Beyond political influence, Bathsheba was also a woman of faith, likely shaping Solomon's understanding of godly wisdom. Proverbs 31, a passage describing the virtues of a wise and noble woman, is believed by some scholars to have been inspired by or even written about Bathsheba's teachings to her son. Despite the challenges she faced, Bathsheba's legacy was not one of scandal, but of transformation, influence, and divine purpose. Bathsheba's story is not just one of scandal, it is one of redemption, power, and purpose. She was a woman who endured great trials but was ultimately part of God's divine plan. Through her lineage came Solomon, the wisest king of Israel, and generations later, Jesus Christ himself. Her life teaches us that our past does not define our future. God can turn our pain into purpose and our trials into triumphs. No matter what mistakes, challenges, or hardships we face, we are never beyond God's redemption. As we reflect on Bathsheba's journey, let us remember that God can use even the most broken moments to shape a greater destiny. Bathsheba's life is a reminder that faith, wisdom, and resilience can turn adversity into a powerful testimony. If this story has inspired you, take a moment to reflect on how God is working in your own life. Don't forget to like this video, share it with others who may need encouragement, and subscribe to Insight from Above for more powerful biblical insights. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay blessed and walk in faith.